I judged a book by its cover, and I really wish I didn't when it came to Forever Winter.
The first footage I saw of this game, the character's wearing this rig, and right away that made me think of Death Stranding, and that game was just not for me. Then I heard on Twitter about how the end goal was to eventually be a mech and fight wearing a mech suit, and I hate mech fighting games, but either way, that just wasn't true.
And you know how internet rumors go. One person says something, then another person repeats it, then another person repeats it. Then another person repeats it.
Or it could have just been I was dumb and it was actually about another game and I just connected the two dots myself for some weird reason, and to be honest, that's probably what it is. But then I saw a new video that the developer released and it just hit me really hard. Actually, this one piece right here.
Now, I don't believe anyone should have to pay more than 50 USD for a game. And if you want to support the team above and beyond the initial price point, that is awesome, and we really appreciate it. There will be a special edition with the game's soundtrack and Jason's awesome tunes. But that should be your choice, based on how much you guys dig the game. So the Forever Winter is going to be $27 at early access.
Maybe I'm wrong about this game, but if I'm wrong, what is this game really about then?
You and 3 other teammates are just trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world where 2 different robot factions are fighting against each other. The 2 factions are called Europa and Yoruska. You'll hear in a lot of videos this game being compared to the Terminator universe, but where most games would put you as Arnold, the badass killer, you're more like Biker number 4, the guy he beats up at just the beginning of the movie that everyone forgets about. You won't be running gunning here. Instead, you'll be more like a voyeur, watching these 2 factions fight it out and either trying to sneak around without being seen or waiting till the fight is finished and loot goblining up the leftovers.
Hearing this game get called a horror stealth game first has me really excited. Only because there's not many other extract shooters out on the market that capture this unique experience.
No extraction shooter is complete, of course, without a home base, and in this game it's called the innards. The main resource you're scavenging for in the field is water. Collecting water and storing it at your base will grant you perks. I haven't played the beta, so from what I've heard, it could be perks like more inventory space to what vendors will sell you. Currently, there is a cap of 30 days of water supply you can hit, where the game is trying to make sure you always come back and log in every once in a while and gather water, or else your hideout will regress, and you can even lose progress. The people that have played the beta, I've heard it's not hard to max out your water, but when it comes to people feeling like they have to play a game or they lose progress, there will always be a pushback. So we'll see how the more casual player enjoys this feature and if there is a lot of pushback on this. The really great thing about this game though is you visit other people's bases, and even if you're level 1, if your teammate has everything unlocked, you can buy everything they can also. They aren't capping your progress.
This will help balance that feeling that a lot of players get when they are feeling like they can get left behind. If their buddies have more time to play than them, they sometimes do feel like they have to rush. Now, everyone can reap the benefits of people poop socking the game, and you can feel like you can just get some fresh air. It's overrated. I hate it here. Ugh.
You'll also have stations where you can mod out your weapons and rig, and we'll touch on that in a second, but the other thing I wanted to talk about that's in your base is a donation station, where instead of selling items that don't matter to you anymore and barely get you any sort of currency, you can donate it to other players and help them out. Sometimes in games, the community poo-poos on the players that no life games, but now with the option of visiting their innards and them being able to donate goods and become like a Santa Claus to the more casual players, I think this will help that feeling of casual versus hardcore. I'm hoping features like this really drives the narrative of the game, that feeling of us versus the machine, and everyone is in on this together. Even though this is a stealth game first, you will have to fight sometimes, and you will be able to upgrade your weaponry, and it looks like there is a good amount of customization in here for your gun. Like in this picture of your AK, you can change your magazine, upper receiver, barrel, handguard, muzzle, pistol grip, stock, gas block, and sights.
For a game where shooting is usually your last resort, there's a lot of customization here.
Your rig will also be able to be customized to give you perks for when you are on the battlefield. You'll have things like a booster jump, so you can traverse terrain easier. You'll get turrets for when you do get stuck in those sticky situations, and also scanners where you'll be able to plan out your path ahead of time and see which way is the best route to take. I'm still not sold on this whole rig thing. Like I said before, I'm not a fan of Death Stranding because of the backpack thing, but I'm willing to give this a chance, and I do get why they have a rig, right? You are this like little puny ant in this world of big machines, and you need to collect as many resources so you can just get out and help your innards out, right? So again, I'm very hesitant about this, but I do get it for the story. I get it for, like, in reality, you would want to store as much as possible. So I'm willing to give this a shot, but I am being skeptical on it still. Your main goal, like every extraction shooter, is just to survive. If you can get out with extra loot or even completing some missions, that's even better. But at the end of the day, you just need to make it to extract. One of the main items you'll always be needing is water, and we did talk about this earlier, but you will also need to do tasks, which will have more of an impact than just what merchants will sell you now. Doing tasks and helping one side of the machines over the other will actually have real in-game consequences, not only to you, but to other players. This is a persistent world, which means actions from you and others will affect your game even if you're not playing. Doing certain things in this game can alter the in-game maps and even the hostility of certain factions. From what I've read, you are given 60 minutes in every single map you choose, so as long as you make it to extract before the 60 minutes is done, you're all good to go.
I haven't noticed any character management when it comes to food and water, and I really hope it stays this way, only because I'm really bad at these types of mechanics. I always forget to eat and drink before I go into raids, you know?
Picking your characters will actually make a difference. You'll be given different choices of what character you want to choose, but doing so will give you some pros and cons. Your character choice will affect everything from carry capacity, speed, weapon availability, health, and much more. It all depends on who you do end up picking. A lot of people don't like that hero shooter aspect a lot of games are pushing on us now, especially when it comes to extract shooters, but I think this being a co-op PvE style extract shooter, it could be different.
It is an extract shooter that is a PvE co-op game, but kind of.
See, at the end of the day, you can still backstab your teammates. This is what I've heard. Again, I haven't played the beta at all. I'm still waiting to get access on the 24th like all of you, but I hear that at the end of the raid, you can backstab people if you see that they picked up something that you need. And this is where I think a lot of rage bait's going to come from. Imagine doing 50 minutes with a team and then one guy decides to turn on everyone. And this might be a reason why people get turned off by playing with randoms in this game. It's the same reason why people don't play with randoms in Tarkov, right? More times than not, people backstab you. So I'm hoping that the community is more, wants to play as a team. They're not really interested in backstabbing, but the fact that it is on the table kind of does scare me to just team up with randos. The game does release in early access on Steam on September 24th. It is going to be 27 USD, and it sounds like they are looking to just give you a good product for a fair price. They also are going to be doing polls on their Discord where you can vote for the next boss you want to see added into the game, and it seems like they want to take the community on a ride in this development. They want you to be a part of this and to have your own 2 cents and tell them what you're thinking. When a developer is open to feedback and criticism from the people that are playing the game, this is only a win-win. I can only see good things happening for this game. Now we're going to have to wait and see what the gameplay is actually like and the gameplay loop, but for me, I'm staying positive. I'm actually fairly excited for this game. I don't know about you guys, but it does seem very promising.
Okay, you guys, we tried a couple of big things here, right? We tried a couple of big swings, I would say. So what do you think? Do you like the IRL content mixed in with the gaming videos? Either way, thank you so much just for watching this video. If you want, you can subscribe to the channel. It is free for you guys. It does mean the world to me. Also, I do stream 5 days a week on twitch.tv/Geekseh. Come by, hang out, and I've got some really fun outtakes for you guys right now, so go check them out. If I was up to bat, I would have hit that ball straight over those mountains. Oh, forever winter this. Oh, you like that? Suck it in, Chris. Suck it in. It's a good tree. Solid. Oh my God. Okay, that was a close call. You should have put me in, coach. I'm the best short stoppers you have.